What's up, Ice Poker fam? It's So Icy here, and I think I've just created the best ICE earnings calculator out there. I was struggling personally to estimate how much ICE my guild would earn with each wearable in different situations. It was honestly hard to figure out, so I created this spreadsheet. Now you can easily run different simulations for stacking wearables on multiple delegates and see what your expected ICE earnings will be. Guild owners can now use this tool to better manage their guilds and their delegates. And if you're thinking about buying a new wearable or upgrading a wearable, you can plug those additional numbers into this spreadsheet and see if it's worth it. I wanted to make this as easy as possible. So all you have to do is put in your wearable bonus percent into the first columns and the calculator will do the rest. So let's look at an example. Let's say you've got one wearable and it's a level 1 with like a 5% bonus. You just put that in there for your first delegate and the formula automatically calculates everything. So in this first section, you've got your wearables there. That's where you're going to put everything. The second section, the ICE earnings formula, this comes directly from DG. This is how they calculate the ICE earnings every single day. So the expected ICE earnings, you can see the formula is 330 times the NFT count multiplier. We only have one, it's 5%, multiplied by the NFT ICE bonuses. So that 5% gets added on to the formula. So it's 1.05. And then here we just have a standard one tourney multiplier. If you want to run a calculation on a delegate getting a 2x, you can just change the tourney multiplier right there, or a 1.5, and you can see the different expected ICE earnings calculated right there. Let's go with 1 for this example. So the next section is the splits. So here, as an owner and a guild manager, you're going to want to know how much ICE you're going to get and how much ICE the delegate's going to get. So because it's a rank 1, the split looks up the rank 1 split between the owner delegate, which I think is 40-60. So the owner's going to get 139 and the delegate's going to get 208 based on a 1x multiplier and a 5% bonus. The next section, we've got the earnings in USD, because you want to know how much money you're going to get out of this, or what you can expect. So again, this is based on the owner delegate split, just calculated into USD terms. And right above that is where you can input the ICE price, so the current ICE price, to get those earnings in USD. You can also use this section to run simulations on different ICE prices. Maybe you want to calculate it for being a little less or a little bit more. Let's look at this example if we were to stack some wearables. So say we had a second wearable that was a 7% bonus, and see how that changes the formula. So automatically already you see the NFT count multiplier go to 1.2 because we have 2 wearables, and then the NFT ICE bonuses adds up the sum of the 5% and the 7%. We keep the tourney multiplier the same, but now instead of earning 347 ICE with one wearable, we're earning 444 ICE. And the owner split is going to stay the same because these are both level 1s. But what if we added a level 3, say 19%, and a third wearable? Well, now the NFT count multiplier goes up to 1.4. The NFT bonuses add up to 131, and the owner split changes from 40-60 to the level 3 split, which is 46-54. I believe that's correct. All of those are pulled from these tables over here. So level 3, yeah, 46-54. And then you've got the NFT count multiplier. Obviously, if you're wearing 5 wearables, you get the max 1.8 bonus again right there. So this is really helpful to run different simulations, calculations on stacking wearables versus, adding more delegates, upgrading wearables, so on and so on. You can use this calculator to look at all of it. Now that we've gone through that example, let's jump into how I would use this to actually manage my guild, and you're going to start to see the power of this spreadsheet. So if I just paste in my wearables here, you can see the total calculations run for my guild. Now, I have 12 wearables, and in the beginning, I had 12 delegates, and they were all playing one wearable. And the only other variable that you have to consider here is the tourney multiplier. So I actually took the average of all of my tourney multipliers, and I don't know why that one is a 2. Maybe because we put that one in there earlier. I had run the averages over a month to see what my real delegates were averaging over a longer time frame, and this is essentially what I came up with. It's all pretty close to 1. So for your purposes, I would probably just put a 1 in here for each column. And if you wanted to experiment with different numbers, you absolutely certainly could. But you're going to have to run those averages yourself. So that's the only other variable in here that doesn't automatically get calculated, because that's going to range based on your delegates. So you can see in the top right hand corner and under the ice price and the total owner earnings, this guild with 12 delegates with all of those bonuses should yield me 1,823 ice. And at current ice prices, that's $36 a day. I used this spreadsheet to run a simulation on what if I stacked my 12 wearables on my top 6 delegates with just, if I stack them with 2 wearables each. So all you got to do is cut and paste the bottom 6 and stack them on your top 6 delegates right there. And you can see the formula automatically changes the NFT count multiplier, because now we have the stacking bonus from 1 to 1.2. It also automatically adds up the bonus percentages, which gets taken into account for the formula. And you can see the new expected earnings for each of those delegates. And up in the top right hand corner, once again, you can see the total guild owner expected earnings in ICE and USD. So I thought that this was really fascinating, because obviously stacking the wearables on 6 delegates earns me a lot less ICE than having 12 delegates playing 1 wearable. And we all kind of knew that, running our own little calculations, that felt intrinsically like the case. But now we have verifiable calculations that prove that that is the case. Now, I did go ahead and make that switch personally for my guild, because I just found it too much hassle to handle 12 delegates with people getting banned, or people not playing, or people having bad days, and then, maybe turning into chip dumpers. It was just too much, so I really focused down on my top 6 people that I know that I can trust, people that I'm happy with, people that I know are playing honestly, and it's reduced the amount of time that I've had to spend managing my guild. Also, with the ice price kind of coming down, players and delegates are looking to be stacked on wearables so that they can earn more. So it's a little bit better for the delegates, and that's a compromise that I was willing to make my delegates happy, even though the overall guild is going to earn a little bit less ice. I am in the process personally of continuing to upgrade all of my wearables so that the bonus percentages get better, not only for me, but also for my delegates. So again, you can use this calculator very quickly to run different kinds of simulations and get the actual numbers that you're going to earn and your guild is going to earn, and you can use that to make the decisions on how to manage your guild more efficiently and effectively. So that's it, guys. I'm going to post a link to this spreadsheet in the comments or in the description down below. You can open that up, make a copy of it, and then save this for your own guild and use it whenever you want. If you have any feedback or questions about how I've set this up, please let me know. If you have any ideas on how we could make the spreadsheet better, please let me know. We're here to support the ice poker community, and hopefully together we can create more resources that we can all benefit from. If you watched this video, thank you very much. Consider subscribing to the channel. We are going to be posting a lot more ice poker, GameFi, Web3 content in the future. And if you're not following me on Twitter or Twitch, it's So Icy. I'll have my links in the description as well. We stream ice poker 3, 4, 5 times a week, and we are posting the highlight videos on this channel. So if you haven't checked those out, go check those out as well. All right, guys, thank you. See you in the next one.